Hey, welcome back to Logical Republican. Thanks for stopping in again today. I am standing on the outside of San Jose State University. Why am I at San Jose State University? Well, San Jose State University, directly or indirectly, had a huge part in what happened in the election a few days ago. As you know, Kamala Harris was huge on the whole transgender thing. She had interviews with transgender people saying, if you're in the prison system, if you're an illegal immigrant, we will pay so you can become the opposite sex. We will pay out of taxpayer dollars. Well, that didn't fly too well in, let's just say, 90% of American households. Just did not play too well. So here at San Jose State, this is kind of ground zero for a lot of the controversy. Now, if you've been following mainstream media, you probably don't know too much about it. So they have a volleyball team, like most Division I athletic departments do. A women's volleyball team. The women's volleyball team has a great record this year. They might even get into the NCAA championships this year. They win almost every match. The reason they win almost every match is because other schools are forfeiting the matches. Why do you ask? Are they forfeiting the matches? Well, San Jose State happens to have a player on the women's volleyball team that has a dick. I'm not kidding. It is a transgender volleyball player, a guy who appears to be a girl, plays as a girl, but really has a dick. The player's name is Blaire Fleming. Now, if you wanted to find out what Blaire Fleming's real name is, it's a bit of a challenge because for whatever reason, Google doesn't really let you find it. You really, really, really gotta dig. You type in something like Blaire Fleming's name at birth. Doesn't come up. You find out where Blaire Fleming was born. You found out where Blaire Fleming plays volleyball. But you don't know because you can't find it. At least you have to really, really dig for it. That Blaire Fleming's real name is Brayden. It's Brayden. Blaire Fleming, the woman volleyball player with the dick's name, is Brayden. Now, this controversy has gone on, and Boise State, University of Reno, University of Nevada, Reno, and several other colleges have refused to play San Jose State. They have just said, you know what? We refuse to play, and we're going to forfeit our match. You take the wins, we'll take the losses. We are not going to put our players in harm's way. Now, harm's way, you ask, how is that possible? Well, apparently, Brayden's spikes are so hard. In fact, I think I read somewhere that one of his spikes was the hardest ever recorded, or the fastest ever recorded in NCAA women's volleyball history, as long as they've been keeping track of these things. Now, if I'm not mistaken, one of these spikes actually hit another player in the face, and that player was injured. And then it kind of came out that, oh, yes, it's a dude. Well, one of the players on the team, Brooke Slusser, is actually suing. Brooke filed a Title IX lawsuit against the NCAA that she had to room with Brayden. And apparently, I guess, saw that Brayden, Blaire, had a dick. It's just unreal, right? Well, the NCAA, the mainstream press, the school, everybody here is complicit. Everybody here is complicit. San Jose State University has an assistant coach named Melissa Katie-Smoose. Now, Melissa, the coach, the assistant head coach for the women's volleyball team, was standing up for Brooke and said, look, this is wrong. This is completely wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. San Jose State University, before one of the team's matches last week, informed Coach Smoose that she was no longer needed on the court. She was going to be suspended indefinitely. Her access to the locker room and to everything else whacked. No explanation. Simply that we're suspending you. Gee, I wonder why. You know, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'll tell you this, there are going to be a lot of lawsuits. There are going to be court cases. And I have a feeling that Brooke Slusser and Coach Katie-Smoose are going to get big paydays from the NCAA for all of this crap. And I'm hoping that with the new administration that is, let's just say, not woke, will actually do something. The Democrats kept saying that they're here to protect women and our daughters. What an absolute pile of horse manure. They're not protecting our daughters. They're protecting our sons that wear a skirt, that want to play with our daughters on their sport teams. They are, in fact, taking spots away from our daughters on said sports teams. They are taking scholarships away from our daughters on said sports teams. So, what is going to happen here? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. But San Jose State, like I said, had a huge part in all of this because the New York Post and Fox News and a lot of these other outlets were actually talking about it. None of the mainstream media outlets had the guts to say anything because they're complicit with the woke people. Stay tuned to this one. It's going to get juicy. But just remember the names. Blaire Fleming, real name Brayden. Brooke Slusser, the teammate filing the Title IX complaint. And Coach Melissa Katie-Smoose, who is, at this time right now, suspended from San Jose State's women's volleyball team as their assistant head coach. If you're liking what you hear and you're liking what you see, please do hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notify button, hit the share button, hit every frickin' button there is. And I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow at Logical Republican. See ya.